Hello, welcome to EDLD 5362 Informational Systems Management Stakeholder Presentation by Tanya Mosby. The primary focus of this presentation is to invoke new technological ideas and plans that support continuous improvement in education. As a stakeholder, you will benefit from the information displayed in this presentation. You will be exposed to a comprehensive view of 4 areas in the Fort Worth Independent School District. They are as follows: the Internet, Fort Worth ISD Technology Plan, Student Information System, and Model Classrooms of 2020. The Fort Worth ISD Information Systems, the Internet teaching before and after. The Internet Information Systems, as far as we had batch processing prior to 1957. 1972, email was introduced. 1992, the World Wide Web is born. 1992, the first audio-video multicast. And 1993, Mosaic, the first graphical browser, is introduced. And in 1994, the Real Audio is introduced. Pre and post internet teaching strategies. Just speaking to that a bit, as far as the interview that I conducted, the interviewee was very adamant about we must make learning relevant, whether it's pre or post internet. She did share that there were easier times at times where she could just get her pen and paper and write out her lesson plan. However, having the internet as a resource to Google things makes it a lot easier. She also expressed that the students were challenged with transferring knowledge in a meaningful and a logical manner. And this is something that is somewhat where we have a disconnect somewhere. Yes, we are in the land of digital natives, and yes, they are extremely successful in their new technologies. However, we are still researching how to make the expected learning experiences relevant. And this is just an overview of how the internet has the impact on education, the digital learner, and future implications. Now let's take a look at the Fort Worth Independent School District Technology Plan. This is a comprehensive analysis. First of all, let's look at the budget. The technology department has a budget of $102.6 million, and that is dedicated for the data center network electronics. We have $12.7 million that goes to the campus-based network electronics, $14.4 million with the wireless access points, and we have Wi-Fi study areas, distant learning centers, and equipment, and that goes for some of the investments. We have some priorities: the initiative for high school students, the one-to-one devices. We're going to do some redesigning of the web presence, including the social media, in order to increase support in the district. Our next bullet is the IT infrastructure. We've got Mr. Kyle Davey is the Director of Technology and the Infrastructure and Network. We have the firewall and filtering, and some of those specs include the 1 gigabyte, 1 gigaman network connections to the high school and middle school. That takes place with connecting the fiber optic cables, 100 megabytes with the elementary schools, and that goes for the opt-e-man. The wide area network is 1 gigabyte. We've got fast Ethernet and 1.2 gigabyte internet bandwidth with Charter Communications, and there are plans to increase to 2 gigabytes starting this summer. The end users in the district and support systems in place are listed, and we have applications development. They support end users by making the systems talk to one another. We have customer service. Help desk is available for immediate assistance. If there needs to be a call escalated, the field tech makes the visits to the campuses. We have educational technology, and they provide professional development for teachers, administrators, finances, etc. And last but not least, the library media service. These are where the librarians provide students access to electronic resources such as our databases and ebooks and online references. Our next bullet is broadband access. The network access, services provided. We have Active Directory administration, antivirus, disaster recovery planning, email administration, network monitoring and security, server inventory, server administration, virtual servers, wide area local area network connectivity, and we also have a backup generator that's provided, and it can run up to 4 days without refueling. Security and control, again, that firewall and filtering. We've got the GigaMan. We have 100 megabytes dedicated to elementary schools, the OptiMan, the wide area network, and the district uses different levels of access for the guests, the teachers, and the administrators. We also have Lightspeed that's used to filter our guest wireless access, and they are limited to site access. The students have access as one step above the guests, and then the administrators and teachers, all employees, we have the highest access, and these accounts are also filtered by Lightspeed. However, they can be overwritten. Tracking, management, and refinement. The district technology plan is updated every 3 years, and we have a new one to be scheduled for 2017. We also have a TAC committee, that's the Technology Advisory Committee, that is in place. The district gathers input from the stakeholders via surveys, audits, and bright bites. We have school policies. The district does have a BYOD, bring your own device policy that's supported by the digital classroom. And we also have the curriculum instruction. The teaching and learning are supported in the technology plan by implementing the classroom model, and a major focus is the implementation of the one-to-one devices. Professional development, we have technology staff development is provided all year long. We have trainings, we have incentives for teachers and administrators. We also have technology conferences that are provided yearly. And last but not least, digital equity. The student computer ratio is 3-to-1. In my classroom, it's 5-to-1. However, we will soon receive additional equipment, and we have just received that equipment. So now we are at the appropriate 3-to-1. Some of the strengths and weaknesses of the technology plan. We just had the strengths would be the large bond percentage that's dedicated to technology, and then we have a couple of weaknesses where we need to increase the integration in elementary, and to get those devices 3-to-1 school-wide. But we do have equity in access, and that's a positive. Moving on to our Fort Worth Independent School District student information systems, we have Focus is our system that we use, and just looking at the some of the elements here, some of the elements of the program, we have the current SIS was purchased with a first year cost of $1,683,583,000, and this included setup. It includes the conversion, hosting, and there is a recurring cost of $326,000. Okay, some of the software features, we have the portals, the administrator and counselor, the teachers, and the parents. The ease of reporting, it's very user-friendly. The customer support and experience. The customer support experience is very efficient in the areas of email, phone, web, and vendor support, and there are multiple opportunities for training. We have thorough district users are adequately trained via the vendor and the school, as well as webinars, focus forms, software releases, and each user has to take 4 online classes from the Focus University. As far as the training and the troubleshooting, again, thorough training, and we have adequate um, resources for troubleshooting. Some of the functional capabilities, we have student data demographics, registration and enrollment, scheduling, gradebook, grades and transcripts, special education, behavior records, fee management, health and medical records, teacher portal, and then we also have data warehousing and student-specific solutions, including individual learning opportunities. Last but not least, moving on to the model classrooms, our 2020 vision. Let's look at the Horizon report. Now, with the Horizon report, we focus on the near-term horizon. That's the cloud computing and the mobile learning, and that has a turnaround of 12 months or less. And currently we have the cloud computing and mobile learning that is being implemented right now in our schools, and the cloud computing allows for flexibility by being able to use leveraged data. 2 years later, the near-term horizon with the BYOD, this is a great movement as well, and according to the project Tomorrow 2011, students are going to see the world as their classroom because they can use mobile devices anywhere and anytime. Moving along to the midterm horizon, the time frame is 2 to 3 years. We have the open content source and the makerspace wearable technology. This is where technology is being able to be worn. There is a concern as far as it being properly used. There will be cameras and pencils, pens, etc., and there are several other advances that are taking place right now. There is evidence in education that we are data driven, and that goes with the learning analytics, and then there are several opportunities for the open content source. That's also evident. There are a plethora of opportunities to use an unlimited supply of materials and online resources. And moving on, last but not least, we have the far term horizon. That time frame is 4 to 5 years. And in this, we have the adaptive learning technologies and the Internet of Things. Now, this is going to be a major learning gap. We're currently taking advantage of this technology through the use of iStation as far as the adaptive learning technology, and then with the Internet of Things, that's where the network is. It's a physical objects where physical objects work collaboratively with electronic software, sensors, and network connectivity. The objects are allowed to collect data as well as exchange the data. The Internet of Things, they really come together via machines and sensors working together. For instance, if there is a pothole on I-20, well, you can have a sensor there in the establishment, in the infrastructure, that can speak to the technology in your car and alert the driver. This is an example of the Internet of Things. We have several things on the horizon concerning that, and I really look forward to being able to take advantage of that. Last but not least, I would like to thank you for allowing me to be able to share a snapshot of the Fort Worth ISD vision. We are aware of where we started concerning the internet and where we are currently. We reviewed the highlights of the technology plan and the student information systems. I look forward to great ideas as we continue our journey towards the model classrooms of 2020. As stakeholders, we all share a common goal. There are definitely systems in place that support continuous improvement to ensure our #1 priority is addressed, and that is student achievement. Thank you very much.